the dinner is coming. Perry, would you mix some more cocktails, dear?
More cocktails?
Well, you have to catch up with us. Ottavio, bring Perry the cocktail shaker, will you?
Doesn't take you long to find your way about, does it?
Thank you, Doc. Keen observation. Tell me, what made you decide to let me paint her,
So she'll find out what a big fraud you are.
If you think I'm a fraud, why don't you tell her? Expose me.
I'll leave that job to you. I'll have more pleasure that way. Succulent little beasts, these lobsters. What's so funny?
Nothing. Nothing, dear. It's silly.
Quilini, you're not eating.
It still looks alive.
Why aren't you eating, dear? You love lobster.
I knew him alive, too.
Well, I didn't.
That doesn't excuse you.
No.
Just because I'm not sickly sensitive is no reason I should be regarded as a lobster cannibal.
Perry is right.
Of course. If he's not sensitive, he should eat them. He should eat them all. I'd love an egg.
Chicken.
Soft boiled.
I'll fix you one. Won't take me a minute.
I'll help you. You go right ahead, Doc.
Late, dear. Why don't you go to bed?
He's been at that piano for 3 solid hours. How can I go to bed when a man sits in my living room proclaiming his emotions for all the world to hear at 1 o'clock in the morning? It's obscene.
Enough for one day, Quilini. But how far can you go? Oh, he didn't pamper you, did he? Why pamper him? If he can dish it out, then he ought to be able to take it.
Do you really think it's a good idea to let him come here and paint you?
Oh, you started it. You told him to paint people. We can't turn him away now just because it's me he wants to paint. Wouldn't be fair.
But it'll upset everything, our whole routine.
If we become such slaves to routine, it'll be good to have it upset. Don't you agree?
Oh. Well, routine can mean being in a rut. But it can also mean efficiency. good organization. Just to upset things for the sake of a change doesn't necessarily mean a change for the better. Take that footstool, for instance. Right now, it serves a good and comfortable purpose for 1 foot or 2 feet. Let's change it. Upset it. Now, is it a better footstool? Quite the contrary. Now it's just a useless piece of wood without character or purpose. Think it over, Mrs. Aswell. Hey, but what the... What's this animal doing in my bathtub?
Perry, I'm awfully sorry. I forgot to tell you. Now, don't get excited. I can explain.
Yes, I would like to hear an intelligent explanation of this. I would like to hear it very much.
Well, it all started when he wouldn't fit into the pot.
What pot?
The pot. It was too small.
So you thought you'd cook him in the bathtub?
No, dear, please. I'm trying to explain. It had to be democratic.
So now it's a political question.
Darling, please listen. We drew lots. I marked the tickets. Otavio marked the breadboard.
And the teapot did a dance on the ceiling. It's all very clear.
It was his last day on Earth. Otavio was crying. If they hadn't fallen into the pot by themselves, there would have been no lobster for you at all. That's all there is to explain now. Please put that poor thing back into the bathtub.
I will not. No lobster's gonna dawdle in my bathtub.
If he's good enough to fill your stomach, he's good enough to dawdle in your bathtub.
What lobster filled my stomach? I haven't had any dinner. I haven't had any rest. A madman sits in my parlor and dins musical insanities in my ear half the night, and I walk into my bathroom and behold this beast peering at me like a gargoyle out of a nightmare.
I insist you put him back. What are you going to do with him?
I'm going to put him in the garbage can where he belongs.
That's murder.
All right, I'm a murderer.
Angry, Perry. This is just a useless piece of wood without character or purpose.
Where's another bulb?
I wouldn't know.
It's your job to know.
It was my job. I just quit.
I'm not going to sleep. I'm going to lie here in the dark awake.
Do that. And if you get lonely, sing.
All right, I will sing. Why not? I can act crazy, too.